because I don't wear pants during COVID, and I was like, let me be cute in Australia and get some pants, but I keep doing this. I am a teen mom. I was a teen mom. Obviously, I'm not a teen mom right now. But my sons think I'm weird because I can't sit still. On the side of the street, I keep doing this, and I'm like, oh, it's the pants. I'm trying to pull them up. Ladies know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. I keep pulling it up. I had people, men would stop on the side of the street and try to talk to me, and I'm like, no. I'm just pulling my pants up. And so I realized it was the camel toe that was distracting me. Forgive me, my cousin's here, so I'm gonna try to keep it PG. I don't want it to get back to my mother what I do. But anyway, so I started wearing a fanny pack to hide the camel toe so that I'm not, I got a big camel toe, let me be honest. Big camel toe. You just, walking camel toe. So I hide it to keep you guys, PG, so it's not a show. I have to get paid for that, Pay me for that. Hey, I'm not responsible and I'm not a good teacher. It's okay if you didn't become one. I did it mainly because my sons kept acting a hot mess. My youngest in particular kept getting kicked out of every daycare. My mom tried to save his soul. God bless his heart. In America, we say, bless his heart, if he's acting a hot mess. And so she put him in daycare at the church, and he got kicked out because he jumped on the table and poured milk on everybody and said, I'm blessing them like Jesus. Just blessing them. And so they didn't want that. So he was kicked out. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me watch these children and take them to school and just sit there with them. So I decided to get paid. So that's why I work as a teacher. I'm dyslexic. Any dyslexia in here, ADHD? Yeah, we label in America. My parents are African, so they didn't want to label anything. They're like, no, sonny, you spell it, stop. Okay. I tried my best, but I failed, so I cheated to become a teacher. It happens. The best teachers are cheaters. And you teach your students how to cheat properly. Websites to go to. Don't go to Wikipedia. Look at your neighbor. Get them good glasses, so you can see what they're doing. So anyways, so I work online because I can't act right in person. The first class I went to teach, they kicked me out. The principal came and escorted me out the building and said, you're never coming back here. And the reason why was because I was cursing the students out. They were fighting, okay? I was trying to help them out. Why are you gonna make me leave? Anyways, it happens. You guys don't like that joke. You don't understand. In America, we have the worst educational system. People just don't learn, they don't care, they just fight in the classroom. It's a hot damn mess. I turned around for a second and this one student was strangling another student. For a good 10 minutes, I didn't even know. I'm telling on myself, this is real, it really happened. I wasn't invited back to that school, so. You have to have eyes in the back of your head. I didn't know that. I was sitting here writing, thinking I'm doing a good job. No, your student's dying. My bad, parents. Don't leave your students with me. I was a teen mom. Back to my children. I decided a long time ago that I wanted to be their friend. So we would go to parties together. I would put them in the car and we'd drive from St. Louis to Chicago. It's like a good 4 hours. And we'd go to parties. I would put them in a nice little room with a little snack and everything with their friends. And me and my friends that were all teen moms, we would party. And then go back to school on Monday. And the principal sat us all down with my children and said, which one of y'all want to graduate first? I'm like, what? You think I'm going to fail again? No. So my children were upset, and they're like, Mom, you need to get it together. Is my accent too thick? Let me know. Keep going? Okay, keep going. I'm moving again. It's because my pants keep going down, so I'm like, looking for it back up. Without putting a show on. What happened here? Okay, so I stay in Kings, Potts Point. What do you guys feel about Potts Point? King's Cross? I heard it's not the place to be. I didn't know. So I got a hotel on booking.com thinking I was winning. I show up, and you know what? They didn't have no toilets in there. I went on a safari in Africa, and I found the toilets there. Thank God I was invited to go camping, and I said, look, I'm bringing my own toilet just in case. I don't know what's happening. And so I ended up using my toilet in there. It's like, what? The pictures lie. I mean, I could touch the walls with both hands. That's how large it was. I'm like, okay, I'm learning gratitude today. I'm appreciating my small space in Los Angeles. What's up with your kangaroos? I'm terrified, okay? I'm black. I'm American black, even though I'm Ugandan. I'm Ugandan, you guys. I grew up in America. And we don't let the animals outside like that. You guys need to warn people. It was the middle of the night, and I set up my toilet, but I was scared because these raccoon-like rats that were giants kept coming out. What? They called them possums. I said, we have possums in America. My country accent is gonna come out. My country accent is coming out. Those are not cute. They are not possums. They are deadly. And it had a member on its back, like a friend on top of its back, walking with it. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I screamed. Everyone heard me scream. And then a giant came out. It was called a kangaroo. I didn't know it. I had a black man next to me, and I said, woo! I stood behind him and pushed him out. Save the black woman, please. He was Ugandan and used to animals, so he just looked at me. I took off running, screaming. Nobody saved me. They're like, let the black woman figure it out. It's going to be a long weekend. I don't like being outside. I don't know. But I'm getting used to it. The safari in Uganda was funny because they had gorillas and stuff, and they didn't tell you where the gorillas were, so I had a panic attack like every 10 seconds. And everyone was annoyed with me. Warn somebody, Like, okay, your zoo's here, get on my nerves, okay? I was out in the camping, and then we go to the zoo, and at the zoo, they have the regular animals in the zoo in Australia. Why is that? You have to pay for that? The kangaroo is outside. Why is it outside? I went to Africa, and they don't have fences. So if it says game reserve and you think you're going to the zoo, no. You're getting lost in some high-ass grass. Okay? Watch out, there might be an elephant in there, okay? I got lost in there. I said, Jesus, help me. Jesus, help me. So I can't teach in person because I can't act right, if you can tell. So I'm teaching in this class, I forgot, because I go around with the ADHD, so I circle back around later. It's okay, you'll get used to me. So I'm teaching in this class, and this Asian teacher comes at me, and she's like, oh my God, Rosaline. Okay, so this one day I'm on IBS. Do you guys know what IBS is over here? Upset stomach. You have that upset stomach? I don't number 2 in the school because it ain't right, okay? But on this one day, I was on IBS. And so I go to the bathroom, and this beautiful Asian teacher comes over and says, oh my God, she's in there pooping again. She yells it to where the whole school hears, and they know it's me because I'm the only one in there. It's a one-stall unisex snitching on me. So I come out that bathroom, I'm like, oh my God, I have to quit. What? So then I get even. You know what I did? I see her with her soy milk. And so I go later and I drink all her soy milk. I just drink it down like this, yes. And then I replace it with dairy. So then the next day I was like, oh, I got you. We gonna see what she does next, okay? So anyways, I go to the bathroom, open the door, I'm like, oh my God, Asian teacher is sitting on the toilet. A grown woman on the toilet, so looking at her. I'm in shock. So she starts screaming, "Stop looking at me!" And I'm like, well, you didn't lock the door. So I yell, "Asian teacher sitting on the toilet pooping!" The principal came and got me. She sat me down and was like, "You can't do that, girl. You can't yell all that." I'm like, "Well, she got me the day before." She's like, "Oh, well, she has Tourette's." I'm like, "Oh, so I need some diagnosis." Let me get diagnosed with something so they don't kick me up out of here. Anyways, that teacher was mean. That's why I can't work in the public. I can't look at her. She kept walking by like everything was normal. I'm like, no. We can't look at each other no more. So I quit that job. I can't act right. Sorry, I got the light. I think I went over like 20 minutes. I'm Ugandan. We have Ugandan time, okay?